I have now worked for Rick Shields for over 8 years, and it's not very often golf clubs get sent in that I have to try. This is one of them, and trust me, you've seen nothing like it before. Okay, so let me take you back to 2017. I started working for Rick. Look at this picture here, many, many moons ago. And in that time, those 8.5 years, we had some great memories. And we get some amazing golf clubs sent in to us here to try. You see Rick obviously review most of them on the H.I.T channel or on his main channel. And you see me do a few more, but behind the scenes, I've hit pretty much every golf club you can think of. So realistically now, I'm a bit spoiled. Clubs come in, they get sent to us, I see them, oh yeah, new driver, more ball speed, lights ahead, blah, 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 next. But this came in, and I honestly got so excited by it because it is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's from a brand called 11, you might not be aware of, I'll explain them in a little bit more detail. But more importantly than that, I've got 2 fairway woods in this golf bag, okay, ready for this? One of them is a 9-degree fairway wood, which is crazy. That's stronger than most people's driver. The other one, head covers by the way are quite cool, got these Ace of Hearts on them. The other one is a 7-degree fairway wood. I'll let you into a little secret. I've hit some of these off camera. They are very, very, very unique. Let me explain a bit more about them. Okay, so first things first, 11 Golf are a family-run UK brand, and I don't know loads about them, but I have seen them before because they're quite well known for making like full sets of hybrid kind of irons. So obviously 3-4 iron like a hybrid, but even your pitch and wedge and your 9 iron, etc. hybrids. That's what they're known for. But this golf club has come out recently, and as I said, it's very eye-catching. It's actually designed by one of the lead designers at the company, a guy called Nick, who wanted to make like a Fairwood shaped head, 195cc head, with crazy low loft to essentially hit bullet tee shots that hardly come off the floor, and the golf ball just goes miles and bounces and runs. That sounds exciting. I love playing stinger shots or trying to play stinger shots. I love low golf shots. I grew up at a golf course that was very hilly and the run was the big thing. So I wanted to try it. And also you might know if you watch me on Rick's channel, I'm a big advocate of mini drivers. This isn't a mini driver, but it's not a million miles off. But the one thing with this that is, again, crazy is the loft. It's 7 degrees of loft. You guys out there might be thinking, that's not for me, it's crazy. It is a bit weird, it's a bit out there. However, what's quite interesting with this golf club, they're £195, so they're not crazy, crazy expensive. They're a bit on the cheaper end. It might genuinely be a golf club that you buy to go and play a links golf course with, or you buy a bit of fun and a few of your mates go on a golfing weekend and have a few shots with it, because I've hit some so far. It's very fun, but there can be some wayward shots. Let me hit some and show you. So as I said, this golf club, it's a fairway wood in theory, 195cc head, 43-inch shaft, so again, like a 3 wood. And it's designed for low launch, low spin, no surprise. It's designed for a tee, however, they reckon you can still use it off a fairway, so we'll try that as well. But behind the golf ball, this 7-degree head, it looks insane. It's a nice shape head. It's quite a traditional 3 wood, quite this gloss finish on the top, this really nice black with some white grooves. But you can't even see the grooves behind the golf ball hardly at all. It's got such little loft. I've got this in a KBS Tour shaft. I think it's in a stiff flex, and it's quite nice, quite grippy grip, but that's not what we're talking about with this golf club. The grip and the shaft are borderline irrelevant. It's this crazy low lofted head. It doesn't fill you with confidence. As I said, I hit some off camera, and it did go okay. So wish me some luck. Cross your fingers and pray for me. 7-degree fairway wood. Oh, I've smoked it. It wasn't the best strike in the world, although I smoked it. I think I was quite happy just to make contact at first, but that was hit probably a 7 out of 10, gone 288 yards, 152 miles an hour of ball speed, launch angle at 12, 13 degrees, spin at 2000. That was decent, but I think there's a lot more I can get out of this, but what a great start. Oh yeah, that's gone actually quite high, bizarrely. Wow. Not gone miles, granted. It wasn't the very best hit, but it's gone up in the air, and that's a 7-degree fairway wood. What I will have to try though is I hit a few more off a tee, some off the deck, and I'll try the 9-degree one as well. This is something that no other big brands are doing and probably would never do. Maybe 11 irons or something, possibly. Oh, that was hit well. That was an absolute bullet. Look at it roll now. Go, 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 go. I've got to get one of these 300 yards, just for my own ego. That was 284 total. 158 ball speed, so not far from a driver would normally go. 2000 spin. 7 degrees of launch angle. So I mean, that is super, super low. But again, imagine playing at a links course. It's an evening, the sun's going down, there's some nice long shadows, and you just smash one of those and it bounces and runs and runs. It would just never stop. It's a very fun golf club. After a few shots already, I'll tell you that's very fun. Oh, there we go, that was terrible. Oh my God. I fatted it, it went straight up off the top of the face. Still went 203 yards, admittedly. That was horrendous. I mean, I have hit a couple of good ones there off that tee, but genuinely, it is really quite scary behind the golf ball because, as I said, you can see zero loft, essentially. It's like looking at a putter, really. And obviously in here, I'm hitting off a mat. There's no consequence. If I do fat one or slice one, so be it, doesn't matter. On a golf course with out of bounds and hazards, etc., you don't want that confidence behind the golf ball. I wouldn't get that from this. I wouldn't do, let's be honest. I'm having fun with it. I want to try it off the deck, actually, because that was a bit fat, a little bit heavy. And I don't mind hitting mini drives and stuff off the floor. So if I can catch this, that'll be quite interesting, see what it does. Oh, smoked. That was the best shot so far. And watch this run now. That could get to 300. Go, 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 go! 290 off the deck. This is a golf club that should make zero sense. Why on earth would you want a 3-wood with 7 degrees of loft? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But it's kind of making sense. It's going. Oh, it's a snap hook. Oh no, it's not. I thought I'd snap hooked it. It's gone straight down the line. That could be 300 yards. Go on. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a bit more of a kind of fun review. This isn't something deadly serious that I'm expecting people to go out and buy and want to put in the golf bag. If it was £400 or £500, I'd absolutely slate it and say it's going to be such a small market of people that would buy it. And to be fair, it still is a very small market of people that would buy this golf club. But, as I said at the start, for £195, it might literally be a club that you just buy. Even a couple of you might pitch in and buy one together and take it away with you for a couple of weeks or whatever, you're going on a golfing trip or whatever it might be. Because it's fun to hit. I'll tell you one thing, it will separate the men from the boys. It's a hard golf club to catch. That's the bad one though. What you will find with these golf clubs is such low loft. If you are a slicer of the golf ball, which I can be on the bad day, although it's gone miles, 296, less loft and see more kind of spin off to the right. So that one was a good distance, 298, but on the golf course, how far right was it? It was 42 yards offline. I mean, that is pretty poor, but I'll hit one more with the 7 degree club and I'll just try that 9 and see what that feels like, because there's some potential in it. Yeah, see, that's the opposite side now. That was hit out of the heel with a closed face. How far left has that one gone? 37 yards left. So I've gone from 40 odd yards right to 40 yards left in 2 swings. Launch angle was 6.6 degrees and backspin was 1100, well, 1200 revolutions per minute, which is incredibly low. So unless you are flushing it, this will be hard to hit. That's a 7 degree one. The 9 degrees a little bit more sensible. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so here's the 9 degree one. And first things first, behind the golf ball, kind of surprise, surprise, it looks very similar to the 7 degree head. I did think that because there's 2 degrees more loft, I'd almost suddenly see loads more loft, that it would feel a lot more appetizing to the eye. In honesty, it looks very, very similar. I can hardly tell the difference, but what do you expect, 2 degrees? However, my kind of thoughts before I hit this really are, I'm a golfer, it's no secret, who does struggle with my driver. I like a mini driver, proper big driver. I lose all kind of confidence with it, it can go anywhere. These clubs, could they potentially, for some people, replace a driver? That's something I want to kind of answer at the end of this video. But first of all, let's hit some with the 9 degree. Got a little tee again, let's see how it goes. Then we'll go off the deck, because I think it's good to do both. The head, though, is a lovely shape. It does look premium. For £195, it does look good. Well, that felt good, but again, slice. I'm not naive, I've got to blame myself as well, clearly. It's not the golf club's fault. However, with such low loft, it does definitely exaggerate those bad shots to the right, but that wasn't great. That was a bad one. Let's hit a couple more. That was nice. You know what I'm going to kind of give it a similar analogy to? A bladed golf club, a bladed iron. That was great, that's 296. I'm sure those of you who are watching who've hit a blade before, you'll know 2 things. Firstly, they're hard to hit. But secondly, when you do hit one, you hit it well, they feel phenomenal. And that's kind of similar to this driver, Fairway, whatever I want to call it. When you hit it badly, you'll suffer. It doesn't feel great, and the results will be anywhere. When you catch it like that, it feels absolutely insane. 160 mile an hour ball speed, 2,200 spin, and a total distance of 298. I just keep romanticising my head about playing a links course, again in the evening, you played a few holes, you played okay, you pull this out on the 18th, and you absolutely nail one, and it just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls. But I'm also got the shots where I've got like a track on the right-hand side of the hole, like at Troon. I've done this before myself. And you stand there and you early extend and you push it and it just goes out of bounds and your heart sinks. I think both things there could be true. Okay, I think it's fair to say this 9-degree head is the more sensible of the two heads, if either of them could be classed as a sensible golf club. I'm gonna hit one more now on this kind of driving range and then get on a hole on the GC quad where there are some consequences, maybe a bunker and some thick rough, and see actually can I hit it with something on the line. I don't know if I can. I can't quite work out if I'm backing myself or not, really. Oh, maybe I should do. That's a great golf shot. Look at the flight, how flat it is. And it bounds and it runs. Okay, let's get on a hole. Let's get on a hole. And then I'll give you my final analysis of this golf club. It started off as a bit of a joke. Maybe there's something in this golf club, though. Okay, so before I get on that hole and try and hit some decent tee shots, I've got some numbers up so far of what I've hit. Obviously the 7-degree and the 9-degree. Decent numbers. The 7-degree, 156 ball speed, 257 carry for a total of 286. And as you can see, favouring the right side of the fairway. The 9-degree actually went a bit better. It went 262 carry, so about 5 yards more carry, but ended up the same distance, 287, so a yard in it between the two. You'd think in some ways the lower degree club should go further, but obviously it's harder to hit and the spin was lower as well. It's kind of falling out the air a little bit, so you get more carry on the higher degree golf club. But interesting, I mean, it's an interesting golf club. Let's get on this little hole now, hit a few, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this club. Should you buy one? Should you think about one? Or should you avoid it? Okay, so while I'm getting myself psyched up for this tee shot and getting in the zone, one thing I forgot to mention then, when I was showing you the data of the two clubs, the 7-degree club, I hit two kind of fat shots with, so I took those out of the data because they were so bad, they would have obviously affected the data, so just because I forgot to mention that. Firstly though as well, before I then hit this and give you my kind of full feedback on these golf clubs, one thing I will say is, it's my first time ever hitting a golf club by the brand 11 Golf, and although this is a very unusual golf club and I can't speak for the whole brand, this does feel quite good. The grip feels nice, the shaft feels pretty good in the head, and the strike-wise feels nice. So from a very, very, very limited experience with 11 Golf, they seem decent, so fair play to those guys. Anyway, I've got an overhanging tree, I've got a fairway that needs hitting, I've got a pretend scorecard in my hand, I'm on hole 5. Let's just say I'm currently level par to here. So it's going quite nicely so far. Don't mess this up, guy. Oh, it's a bit fat, a bit high up the face, but oh my days, we will absolutely take it. Look at that. Look at that. Bit of fairway roll as well. We'll take it. We'll take that all day long. Oh, smoked it again, a bit cutty. Get around that corner. Go, fly, 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 fly. And that's the exact reason why having a hole like this is better. Because that then on the normal range, I'd have been quite happy with because it was like a good feel and it was quite well struck. But as you can see there, I'd be behind trees. So that's the opposite way this time. Okay, 2 balls left. Those last 2 weren't off a tee, so to be fair, it's not the best of tests. It does say this golf club's better off a tee, so I'll use a tee for the last 2 shots. However, what do I think of this golf club? It's a bit of fun and it's harmless. You know, 11 Golf, I don't think, trying to say that they've brought this magic new club to the market. It's going to change golf and going to dominate golf. They're not saying that at all. If they were suggested in saying that, I would slate it and say this is for 0.0000001 of golfers. But they've brought it out off the back. I said one of their engineers made it and quite liked it, and they're selling some. I think they've sold quite a few to people who just fancy it. As I said, it's not too expensive. It's a bit of fun. So with all that being said, I enjoy hitting the golf club. It's fun. It's exciting. It's a challenge. If you wanted one, buy one, but just have a massive asterisk next to it, a big warning sign. It's hard to hit, it really is. Unless you are realistically a single-figure golfer or better, you'll be wasting your money. 2 more though. If I hit these 2 down the middle of the fairway, it might change my mind. Yeah, there we go, that's the big slice. High though, but slicing. It is difficult, guys. Come on, last golf shot of the day, down the fairway, 300 yards plus. Sign off the video. Oh, he's fatted it, it's gone high. On this instance, I'm going to blame the golf club. I'm a great golfer, as you well know. This golf club's too hard to hit, but it's fun. If you like this video, guys, like it, comment, subscribe below. Loads more videos on the way to you very, very soon.